ChatGPT search. So the other day, my son comes in, hey, did you hear ChatGPT has search? I'm like, yeah. Just like Sora, they're never going to release it. They're taking forever. And then I actually go into the box, the bot box, whatever you want to call it, the query box, and there is a world where I could actually treat this bad boy like it's a search engine. Since it's election day, I guess I'll hit that. And it's too early for results, so they correctly show that we'll be keeping track. And then off to the right, you could push sources, and off to the right are a bunch of results. So I went and I'm like, okay, maybe it's time we got to start thinking about optimizing for ChatGPT. And so I ask, what a concept. Uh, where are you getting your search results from? Do you index and crawl like Google? Third-party providers of content, unlike traditional, we maintain their own indexes through sense of crawling. GPT relies on these collaborations to access and deliver up-to-date information. So it's giving me bad results already, because before it told me it gets its search results from Bing and Google, right? So maybe I didn't ask the right way. And this is the problem, and sometimes it might vacillate between search, web, versus the GPT, the traditional stuff that we're used to. What are your main sources for your web search? Because if it's what it shows, it's worthless. And clearly, all this stuff, search engine land, is not sitting in Reuters, right? I mean, it's ridiculous. So, what is your main resources for your web search? And now I'm in regular Chat GPT. I don't know if that's going to be a difference. So this is the answer they would give for Chat GPT prior. So now let's just go here, and yeah, they're stuck. So this is what I'm saying. It's according to the other one that I did, it was just straight up deliberate, exact Google and Bing. So now, I mean, there's no way they're getting this from Reuters. I mean, it's just stupid. Uh, so let me do this. What is the weather near me? Okay, so I'm in Torrance, so it got that correct. Now I've done this before, and it's got me in Virginia. So depending on IP of stuff, um, let's say I'm going to say HVAC repair. So get into business stuff. Okay, and it's got me for Torrance. It's going to give me a map. Pretty sure there it is. So now maybe I can get a decent answer. Where are you getting your map from and the businesses from? Reputable data. So they're using. So they might have changed the words. I could look up the one I did a couple days ago. And when they do this, they always are giving sources, right? So you can push this, and it'll give you. So I got rid of that. Now it brings it back just because I pushed it. All right. Um, so its own reasoning is wrong. Let's look at So this is how they're showing the different businesses. So would love to find out how that happens. So um, if they are indeed pulling from Bing and Google, then the information, so what everybody's saying is SEO is dead. And because Google's done, everybody's going to use AI. Well, here's the thing. All these platforms, technology and information eats itself. They are always heading towards free. In other words, would you pay for Google results? No, not in a million years. Would you pay for ChatGPT results? Yes, because of a couple reasons. One, they were first to market, and they tricked us into believing that one result is better than the last result. So when they went to 4 from 3.5, we all said, "Oh, that's worth it." Now, the only reason I did that was to be able to, I think at first you weren't able to get the graphics, DALL E, right? My pet. So now it's going to create, let's do fat black cat, and it'll make a photo of a fat black cat, right? And I didn't give a lot of description. So before I had to pay for this, I believe it was $20, and that's like a cartoon cat. I guess I need to say realistic, right? Garbage in, garbage out. And so you got this, you got Sora, which they haven't released to the public, which is supposed to be really cool video. You've got Search, which we've been talking about, and you got what we all grew up with, which is GPT. So I'm going to go over here and go to more models. Let me just go to 4. So I'm at the lowest I guess I can get. And the point is that they got us to pay. I've been paying mostly because I use the API. In other words, I have software that pulls from ChatGPT that I'm willing to pay for the connection just so I can keep having the connection. So will this replace search like Google? The answer is no. If you're watching this, chances are you're probably one of my clients, because my clients are business people that have too much time too little time to be screwing around with crap like this and figuring it out and learning, because it is a learning curve. That's our benefit. But the other reason is if I'm going to look something up, I will tell Google, I will tell somebody to go, oh, go look it up, okay? And I'll say, go Google it. The main population has not adapted doing this type of search, where we literally are starting at a box, and it's a search bot that comes out. There's a the line of conversation that comes out that most people aren't used to. It might fit in with the voice search that's getting more popular, and the question type search, or the full sentence search where we just talk in a full blown prompt. But at the same time, we can go to Google and we can get the response that we're used to, that we've been trained to. And as bad as it might be at times, it's something that we're used to. To get the general public to play with this, it's my guess is it's mostly us geeks. Because one of the reasons is because the sell of this is that it's so easy. You can just type something in, and it'll magically do your SEO. It'll magically make you a house. And once someone figures out that that's that shiny object ain't so shiny that it actually takes a little bit of work, then they might just opt out and go back to Google and go back to what they know. Google is a lot better word for a company or a product than ChatGPT. I said when ChatGPT, if you go back to my old videos, I'm pretty sure I said in there that it's not a very good name for a product or service because I can't name it anything. What a lot of us have done that use it a lot, we've named it just kind of naturally started calling it Chatty. And that might be what ends up happening. Hey, go chat, ask Chatty, right? As if it's a person. That could be. But these are my reasons why I say that Google's got nothing to worry about other than just ambiguity. All the search engines, all the platforms of AI, they're all becoming each other. The good news is for us as consumers, that's great because power is getting cheaper and cheaper. And so, what they will try to do and attempt to do on both sides is to give bigger reasons why you want to do your search at Google or at Bing um, or right here in front of you on ChatGPT or the other ones like Claude, Perplexity. I just played. IBM has an AI. I just played on the other day, and Grok over at X, Elon Musk has. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And the more something is available, what happens? It commoditizes and it's worth less. And so what you end up sticking with is usually the ones that you are used to, or as recent Trout said in the 80s, first to market, right? We used to call copy, go make a copy for me, go Xerox it, or go, I need a, not a tissue, but I need a Kleenex. And because they were first to market. They defined the name of the act or the product service. So that is something that is uh, that they all got to be concerned about. But at the end of the day, they're all becoming each other. What is a search engine versus what is AI is coming down the pike. And if I go back to Google and go into something that is more likely to pop AI like Torrance weather, I'm just going to say. And you got this. Let me get rid of that stuff. You got all that. Oh God, get out of the way. So on some of this stuff, they'll push the actual AI. Let me just here. Let me do this. Tim O'Keefe SEO. How about that? Usually that would kick out AI. So they've turned it off or whatever. What I can't remember what they call it, ASG or something. But there's AI that I thought was commonplace. Maybe it's not yet. But I literally went to Search Labs, and there's all kinds of experiments that you could play on in here if you want to. And one of them was the AI answers. So I guess that's not on right now, but don't be surprised when it does come on. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. Nothing's changed other than, in my opinion, anyway, uh, other than you have a bigger reach of audience than you did before. Before if you were all Google, you were stuck on Google. Now Google, according to them, not today, but last week when I looked, they are pulling Google, they're pulling Bing. So you do good in Bing, do good in Google, and you'll do good in Chat GPT or Chatty Search. This is Coach Tim out.